Dikduk umasoret hamikra Parashat Tazriah 3. The particular talk is based on Perek Yud Gimel Pasuk Nun Hey. V'ra Kohen aharehu kabes et hanega. The Kohen looks at the nega after the nega hu kabes. Usually interpreted as after it was washed or cleaned. Now, it's a very strange construction of the verb. The Ibn Ezra simply writes, Shema Shem Parlo me'abinyan hakaved hanosaf. According to the Ibn Ezra, all that means is it's from binyan hofal, that it was the Kohen sees the nega after it was cleaned by somebody else. So it was binyan hofal. Rashi uses a different terminology. He says lashon he'asot. It was to be done. And it seems like he's driving at the point that it sounds like a hifril, but it's not a hifril. It's done by somebody else, but it's not strictly a hifril. The explanation of several explanations actually exist for what Rashi meant. And it's a discussion in the interpreters, or the interpretation of those who try to understand Rashi better. The simple explanation, according to one of them, the Lashon Haim, is the following. It's a word which is derived from two different binyanim, two different forms of the construction of the verb. The first binyan is pi'el. It's a hard expression of the verb, because the verb technically initially should have been or is kabes. Kabes is from the pi'el. It means that you will clean. Hu kabes is hofal with pi'el, and it means it was cleaned by somebody else. But that means, and he says it's like Yom Huledet et Paro. Huledet is from binyan hofal. So everybody seems to agree that binyan hofal, but the fact that there's a dagesh in the kaf and the word and the patah under the kaf seems to indicate it could be a pi'el. There's another explanation that says no, it's not necessarily from pi'el, but it's a construction. It's a word constructed from two different binyanim. One of them is hitpael and hofal. Hitpael mishpato, according to the people who explain it this way, it really should have said ahare hitkabes, like a hitpael, that he cleaned it, or it was cleaned by himself. The hatav. So what happened to the tav from hitpael? He says muvla badagesh bepear poal. The tav from hitpael is swallowed up and indicated by the dagesh in the kaf of hu kabes. That's where the hitpael comes from. But the kubutz, hu kabes obviously indicates it's from hofal as well. So there's a discussion as to what Rashi meant, that it come from the hifril that was derived from hitpael and hofal, or from pi'el and hofal. In both cases, it is, according to those explanations of Rashi, is milah murkevet. It's a word that was derived from two different forms of construction of the word. Ibn Ezra doesn't seem to say that. He says simply, it's binyan hofal.